All right. In 5, 4, 3.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Knowledge Heist podcast. As always, your views and your listens are always appreciated. Thank you for all the feedback. Let's get right into this one. To my left, always OD the Barber.
What's up, guys?
To my right, we got a very, very special guest, rapper based out of Hollister, California. I'll have him introduce himself right now, bro. Go ahead. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, bro.
Yeah.
RAZ. Let's get this shit started.
Yeah, bro. For sure, bro. Let's start talking about the music side, bro. When did it start, and how did you get influenced by it?
I basically been like, it all started just me like messing around with poetry and shit when I was younger.
Uh-huh.
And then one day, one of my boys, he's also a rapper here in town, Sergio Ramirez, I don't know if you guys know who that is. We were in school one day, he's like, oh, I got a studio. I'm like, what? You got a studio? Never heard of nobody having a studio at their pad.
Yeah.
Right after school, dipped over there. Everybody had their shit written. I had nothing written. I was like, I want to jump on them. Just started saying random shit.
Yeah.
Ever since then, I was like, dude, this is dope. Just hearing your voice back on that speaker and stuff.
Over a beat?
Yeah, I was like, bro, this is dope.
How old were you?
I was 15 or 16.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That was pretty much the start.
Yeah, but I didn't even take it serious then. It was just cool to hear.
That's cool that, yeah, definitely, bro. That's cool that you said you kind of started off with poetry.
Yeah.
What was the background of that? Like
just life in general. So like politics, heritage, just family stuff.
Yeah.
Sports, just dumb stuff too.
Yeah, definitely. But you just jotted it down like a journal type?
Yeah,
or?
it was like all in school too. And then like I wasn't even trying. I was winning like contests and stuff, and I'd have to get up in front of school and then read it and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like to do that, but it was cool.
Definitely, bro.
Yeah.
That's interesting, bro, because not a lot of people mention the poetry part. I know a lot of like artists that do that.
Yeah.
But that's cool, man. And that started younger too. You were young?
I was hella young when I started. That's like elementary.
Kind of just started writing.
Yeah, just started doing it.
Do you still have like your original poems, like your first poems?
They're somewhere. Yeah. They're somewhere.
Do you still do it sometimes, or you kind of just use music as like the shift to do your rhymes and stuff?
Both.
Both?
Yeah.
That's good,
it's
man.
It's a mix of both.
How has that helped you, bro? Like the creative process, or in what process has it helped you?
It's helped me to keep it structured.
Yeah.
To lay out the bars correctly, know where my counts are at, know when the beat's gonna hit perfectly with the bar. Also just memorizing stuff too.
Yeah.
This was basically.
So it's kind of the structure part, kind of like you said, match the bars and all that.
It kept me like on point the whole time.
Definitely, bro. That's interesting, dude. Is there anything else like from your young like adolescent life that's kind of helped you transform into who you are now as an artist and as a person? Like something like in that area?
I don't know. I don't know. Not really.
No.
Just listening to music, basically. Yeah.
What was like the first type of music you were listening to growing up?
Tupac.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't even me either. It was like my older cousin and stuff. They picked me up from school, and then all of a sudden Tupac be booked. I'm like, who the fuck is this?
Who's this? So you were right away in the hip hop scene, rap scene, and all that.
Yeah.
Damn,
my whole family. That's all they fuck with. So it's either that or like Mexican music, of course, band and stuff like that. Because my grandpa also was part of a Mexican band on my mom's side.
Yeah.
So it was cool too. So it's always been part of the family.
So when you listened to Tupac the first time, did you know he was like poetic and?
No, I didn't know none of that. I didn't know nothing about him. And like as soon as I got older and looking more into him, it just made me like, bro, this dude is someone else. Like we're not being told like who this dude really is, and nobody really even knew the full story about him. To this day, they don't really know the full story about him, and everyone's still learning as we go.
Every day. Huh?
Yeah.
Were you listening to Tupac growing up too, bro?
A little bit, yeah. But I was kind of just like, I just knew he was like a little poetic and try to throw his message in his music, you know?
Yeah.
Not too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't really like start calculating that until I started getting older. Like before, when I was just a kid, I was like, oh, it's just music.
Music.
Just talking his shit.
Yeah. Definitely, bro. Do you try? I mean, was he kind of an inspiration? I mean, he was like the first.
To this day, bro. Him, definitely him. Him and Wu-Tang, Nas for sure.
Oh yeah.
Nas, yeah. Fuck, that dude's my favorite rapper. And Hieroglyphics too. I don't know if you guys know that they're based out of Oakland.
Yeah.
And basically the Legends, Big Pun too.
Yeah.
Like
the old.
I like them too.
School.
I like the new guys too, but I always go back to the originators because there's nothing like them.
Of course.
They're all different. They all sound different, and they all eat everybody alive, basically.
Yeah.
What about Biggie, bro?
Oh, bro, for sure. You
that was me, bro.
You can't leave him out. Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
No, definitely, bro. I was gonna ask you, like, do you see, like, yourself, like, when you you know how you said like they're more story based and like they try to put a message on.
Yeah.
Is that what you're trying to do with your music?
It depends on what kind of song I'm dropping.
Does it go based on mood and stuff?
Yeah, that too.
Purpose?
Like the vibe, and then
Okay.
like all the songs I make is basically what I want to hear.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so
like,
you're-
I don't make
cool.
music for the
Yeah,
masses. I make it like, what do I want to listen to?
What would
right
I listen to?
right now
Okay.
in my life? Yeah.
Has that helped you create the best stuff you've like made?
That I like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, definitely. I
Yeah.
like that. I like that because
Yeah.
I feel like individuals could do it for the masses, like you said,
Yeah.
and they're just doing like, okay, cool, it's cool. You're doing it. You're getting feedback, but then you're also doing a product that you. It's like when you build a product. I'm gonna build a product that I would buy.
Exactly.
So you're making a product in music
That I
you
would want to
listen.
buy. Yeah.
Exactly.
That
you
I
listen.
would love myself. At the end of the day, you gotta love what you do.
So how can you explain? I like asking these questions where like the process, right? Where did you know that you wanted to take it more serious? I know during like before we started rolling, you said like I wasn't really taking it serious. When was it when you started taking it serious?
Right after I found I had cancer.
Mm.
Yeah, that's when I was like, bro, they told me, oh, yeah, you got cancer. First thing I thought, I was like, fuck, I haven't done shit. Yeah.
Mm.
What age was this?
When I was 25.
Oh wow,
Yeah, 2015.
2015.
Yeah.
Damn, bro, that's crazy. So that I wasn't expecting the fact that was when
That's
the
what woke me
moment
up,
hit.
bro. Yeah, that's what woke
Yeah?
me up. Yeah.
So before we dive into that, bro, how long were you doing music before that point? Like kind of just for fun.
So I was 15.
So since you were
Yeah.
15, how you mentioned earlier, and then you kind of just you're 25, right?
Yeah.
You're 25, and then you get hit with this news. Is when you kind of just like, all right,
I gotta do something. Like, what the
What
fuck?
was? So now I want to ask you this. What was going through your head, bro? Like when you said I haven't done shit. You're 25, bro. You're young. You're still young, but what? Just the news, just everything. I feel. Explain that, bro. The doctor said, this is what you have. What's the initial thing that went through your head?
Just like that. Like, basically, I haven't done shit. And then, I have all these hopes and dreams that I wanted to eventually get to. And, like, what the fuck? I'm not going to be able to do it now?
Mm-hmm.
Because he was even telling me, he's like, we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know this, we don't know that. But we know you got it. And it's the perfect time to attack it right now. Because it's still early stage.
Mm-hmm.
So it can go either way. So I was like, fuck. First thing is like, shit, I need to do something. Like,
Yeah.
if I'm gonna be gone, like, what am I gonna have that's gonna be left
The legacy,
behind?
right?
You know, like, so music was the best thing. It's like time traveling. Your
Yeah.
voice,
Okay.
your
Yeah.
soul, your energy is always right there.
Yeah. So when the doctor said this, and you're kind of just in the unknown. We don't know. Could go this way. Could go that way. Right. What were you scared of the most? Were you scared of something?
Well, obviously dying, but
Yeah,
at the same
yeah.
time,
No,
it was like, it was more like, how's my family and friends gonna react?
Mm-hmm.
Because everyone's still young too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, everyone in Hollister, everyone's a little hothead, especially if something's going on with your family.
Yeah.
Some people don't know how to release that energy and shit.
Yeah.
So it's like, fuck, I just hope nobody does something stupid.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Were you alone when you were with the doctors telling you this? Or
No, I had some family there. I had my mom, my pops, and then my brother was working. So my mom and pops.
Definitely, bro.
Yeah.
What was? So you said that's when you started taking your music serious. Can you say you started? Not that you weren't taking it serious, but your life serious?
That too. Yeah, like I wasn't really assertive and shit before that. I was just like riding the wave, going as a go. I'm like, oh, I got my whole life to do what the fuck I want. Like, I don't got to do it now. Then when that happened, I was like, nah, bro, I need to get on this. It's better to do it now.
Would you say you had a big mindset shift, bro? I
Yeah,
want to talk about the
definitely,
process,
bro.
so I want to set the stage of the mindset.
Yeah.
But I also want to ask you, like, if you remember in those moments, like, what were the conversations you were having in your head, bro? Or conversation you had with friends or anything, but mostly with yourself. What kind of conversations were you having? Like, what was going through your head on a day-to-day basis?
I was like, basically what was going on in my head is like, I don't know nothing. Like, I'm 25, I don't know shit, and why don't I know shit?
Mm-hmm.
I thought I knew everything until that moment, and I'm like, I don't know shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I started looking at more about our like ancestors, shit that we're not told about, taught about. Then that enlightened my mind more, and then I got into more music, looking at more classic artists and like soulful, like Nina Simone and stuff like that, and like people that had a cause for their music. Like they weren't just making music; they were making music to elevate and to protest against the situation, the time that they're going through.
Mm-hmm.
There was a meaning for it. It was necessary for the time too. And I was like, bro, like these people actually were like giving messages in their dope ass music too. Like, what the fuck? Like, why don't we have that anymore? And then Tupac for sure.
Definitely.
He was doing that, but everyone always talked about, oh, he's just a thug, this and that. Nah, bro. Way more than him.
He's an artist.
Yeah. So I was really like, that was coming to mind too, and I was like, bro, like, why can't I somewhat be like that, but not be like that?
Yeah.
Like, try to be. And at that time too, I was like, I don't got time to do it. Like, but I want time. So there's a bunch of shit going in my head. Like, there's probably way more too that I can't even get off that. Yeah.
No, I bet you could talk to about it a lot. But right now you mentioned time. How did you feel about time? What was your relationship with time now, knowing that you had cancer?
Now I know it's short. So if you're gonna do it, you gotta do it now.
Time doesn't.
It's not gonna wait for you. Yeah, it's not gonna wait for you.
Yeah.
I was in the hospital and life was still going on.
Yeah.
Everyone's still doing what they do, moving on with life. And I was like, fuck. As soon as I get out of here, if I get out of here, just get on that shit. No, stop.
Definitely. That's interesting, bro, because, I mean, I have conversations with them more about time and when to execute, be patient, right? But it's not, life is playing.
Yeah.
It's not waiting for you. Like, okay, you're sick. And, you know, it's kind of harsh to say,
yeah,
you know?
No, yeah, and what?
You know what I mean? And I kind of want to bring this up, a little anecdote. I listened to, I'm not sure if you're aware of Gary Vaynerchuk. He's an entrepreneur, but he talks about hustle. And one of the things he always says, like, you're going to die one day. Do something about it.
Yeah.
I feel like you might resonate with that, and I see that when you're talking about it. I thought about that first because, like, you, not that they told you, you know, you're on your deathbed, but it's you're sick. You know, this is reality.
Possibility can
exactly.
go either way.
So then that's when you start making your music, you know, taking your life serious, your music seriously. So you're doing something about it, right? But I kind of want to talk about, like, your mindset prior to that as well, because, like you said, you're kind of going with the flow, right?
Yeah.
Do you still implement all that stuff you've learned, like?
Oh yeah, everything. Yeah, everything.
You treat every day like.
Yeah. I try to. Like, I still act the fool. Don't get me wrong, but like, there's moments where I'm like, all right, snap back out of it, bro. Like, you gotta get your shit straight. You got a goal you're trying to get to, and is this gonna benefit that or is it not?
Definitely.
And yeah, just move with it.
I want to talk about the emotional roller coasters too, bro. Just the emotional part, bro. Like you said, you're sitting in the hospital. Life is going on. Time is passing by. Were you hopeful? Were you, you know, depressed?
At first.
What were you feeling, man?
Bro, at first it was like I was just feeling sorry for myself at first. It tripped me out too, cause like if I went to Stanford Hospital, right, and they put me in my first room. I had a roommate there. This dude was named fucking Nick, and I was all sad for myself and shit, and he was just all happy and everything. I was like, what the fuck is this dude all happy for? And he told me he's got everything. Like, he's got cancer in his lungs, his skin, his blood, his brain. He's not gonna make it. He's like, bruh, you have a chance, dude. And he was hella positive the whole time, like, trying to get me, like, happy and shit. I'm like, what the fuck is this dude on? Like,
yeah.
And, that shit, like, really slapped me into reality. Because, like, here's this dude, he knows he's gonna be gone. Like, and that's when I realized you either got a choice to pick yourself up and just have positive vibes and get that, or you're just gonna be depressed, and that energy is gonna carry on to everyone around you.
It's a decision, right?
Yeah, it's a decision. What do you want to be remembered by?
Was that your first day there?
First week, my first fucking week, bro.
And prior to meeting your roommate, or you know, getting that vibe off of him, you're over here being sorry for yourself.
Yeah, basically, yeah. And he slapped me out of it. I was like, bro, like, I'm over here. I have a chance. This dude doesn't have a chance.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck am I doing, bro?
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is there something you want to add to that, bro?
The only thing that's coming up to my head is I seen this picture. It's some guy, he doesn't have hands, and he's carrying 2 water jugs, and he's walking by, and he sees the guy on the floor. He's asking for money with his hand out, and he's saying, that can't work. And his mindset, you know? His mindset, he didn't have hands, but he had the shoulders to carry the water.
Yeah.
They were both in the same position, but I don't know, that's the only thing that's coming up to my head right now. It's just mindset.
It's your mindset.
It's your mindset, bro.
It's a perspective.
Yeah, bro.
That's crazy. So, I mean, that definitely helped you out your first week there. How long were you there for?
Oh, like on and off for a good 2 years.
2 years?
Yeah.
You'd be in there, kind of come home.
So that was when I was there for my first week, I was there for my first major operation. So they went in there and they got the cancer, and they got a piece of it just to sample what exactly it is so they can attack it, right? And then I was there for like a week to heal up, and then I dipped home. And they hit me back up, and they're like, all right, yeah, we know what it is. We're going to attack it this way and this way, so we need you to come back in this date, which is another week. I show up, and they're like, all right, well, we're going to do another major operation, but this one's going to be the main, the real deal. Like, this is going to try to get all of it out, and then right after that, we got a plan for you to do chemo. So I was like, all right, let's get it. And, yeah, I got a big-ass L, bro, from right here all the way here. Like,
oh, yeah?
Yeah, they opened me up, and they had a big old bucket full of like lymph node of cancer. This lymph nodes, that's what they are.
Yeah.
And they had a big old bucket full of them, and I had over like 700 stitches to physically put me back up. Yeah, she was crazy.
Wow.
And right after that, I started chemo, and they had me be a part of like a trial. So there's only 5 of us out of the whole U.S. that was just gonna try this new form of chemo to change the game of cancer.
Holy shit, man.
And like they told me they didn't know we was gonna go left or right with me, so I'm like, fuck it, if I'm gonna do this, let's do it. Like I want the top notch shit. If you guys think this is gonna be good, then let's get it. Sign that off. They wanted to give me oxy and stuff like that, but I took that only for like a week after the major operation, because I'm literally still open, you know, and everything's just held together by the staples. And all that shit. So I only took that for a week. And bro, just from a week of that shit, as soon as I got off, I started sweating all crazy, like waking up in the middle of the night, like feeling cold, and I was like, bro, that's just so weak. Like, what the fuck? So I stopped that shit, and I transitioned to edibles. Bro, that shit, fuck. I was able to eat. Until before then, I wasn't able to sit down. Like, I was straight up, because all the stitches and everything, I couldn't hunch, nothing. First day of eating an edible, I'm hunched like this, bro, smacking on hella food. I was like, why aren't we giving this, bro? Like, this shit just changed the whole vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. But it's just a trip.
So, go ahead.
I just, I know there's different types of cancers and stuff.
Yeah.
What was the one that they diagnosed you with?
Well, they would. It's like, it's not testicular cancer. It's right above it in your gut, but it's not your stomach cancer. So it's like, I don't know what to really call it.
It's not one or the other, like...
It's a form of both. But it was also a rogue cancer. So, like, it was a rogue cell that just popped up. And it wasn't from my family. And, like, I won't pass it on either. It was just, like, a rogue mutated shit that just happened.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, because it was in my lower back. It's back here. And I thought I was like, oh, I fucked up my back. Because I used to play football and basketball for the school. So I was always working out. And I thought, oh, I messed up my back from doing squats or deadlifts or something. Went to a sports therapist. They were trying to rub it out all crazy. I literally could not sit down, bro. I had to run in place or run back and forth just to feel normal, because it was such a sharp pain. And like, just imagine somebody stepping on your back, but like if you were hurt from working out, but like stepping on your back constantly. That's what it felt like. And then I went to the doctor, and I'm like, okay, well, if that's not it, then we're gonna send you to someone else. And then I came back, they got x-rays, and they're like, all right, I'm not a specialist, we're going to send you to someone that is, because I don't want to say it is what it is, and it's not what it is.
Misdiagnose you.
Yeah, and that's when they sent me to the cancer specialist, and that's when he just walked in, didn't even hesitate. So I'm not, all right, you got cancer. Right when he walked in the door, bro, didn't even give me no second to like, that's why when he said that, I hit right away, like, what the fuck I'm going to do with my life, bro? Because he didn't even give me a chance to like calculate it. He just walked in, opened the door, boom, oh, hi, nice to meet you, you have cancer. Where do you want to go to attack this? Here or where? And I was like, Stanford.
Yeah.
Stanford's the top notch right now. And so that shit was a trip, bro.
Do you
it's
look
crazy.
back at that and kind of, it's supposedly, there was a scenario where it was built up, okay, like, you know, instead of just like, all right, you have this, and then boom, shock. Do you kind of appreciate that the doctor might have just been, okay, look, let's be straight up right now. Later, I'm going to lay it on the table, you have cancer. Do you feel like that? At the time,
at the time I didn't, because I was just like, bro, you could have like made me feel better about it, you know, like what the fuck, like. But now looking back, it's better because he didn't hesitate, and we just started working on the plan. Okay, what are we gonna do now? No beating around the bush. It's just let's fight this.
Yeah.
So I appreciate it now, but at the time I was
like,
bro, I don't like you, bro.
I only assume, bro.
Yeah.
Now talk about I know you say you're like part of a trial, bro.
Yeah.
How was that kind of scary, bro? Like.
Yeah,
shit,
it was.
It is.
And they told us there was only 5 of us, so I was just like, bro, like what the fuck?
Yeah.
Is this even gonna benefit me?
Yeah.
Or is it just like I'm basically a guinea pig or a RAZ experiment, you know? both.
Yeah.
In reality, whether we like to, yeah. So like it's dope though. Yeah, it helped me out, and I know it helped out like for sure three other people.
Mm-hmm.
So total 4 of us. I don't know about the fifth because I think they said one dude just gave up eventually because he couldn't handle the chemotherapy. So, bro, I lost hella weight. Like that shit was having me. I was having like hallucinations.
Talk
and,
about
and
the
having
chemo, bro.
like yeah, bro. Like that shit was crazy. I'd wake up in the middle of the night, and then like it'd be an empty room, and there'd be a chair at the end of my bed, and I feel like someone's right there. Like if I could like, feel your energy right here with my eyes closed. It was weird, bro. And having like crazy ass dreams, bro. Of meeting people and having full on conversations, and it was a trip. It was like it was basically like if you've ever done like psychedelics, that's what it was, bro. It was like I was having like shit in my mind, like.
Was that because the chemo was deteriorating your whole energy?
Yeah, your body and everything, and then you gotta remember too, your brain already has like a form of DMT in your brain. And when it releases, it makes you trip, right? So it was that too. All that shit was being like.
Kind of just
spreading through my whole body.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, it's a trip.
That's crazy, man. That's very interesting and insightful at the same time. Cause, you know, like, were you scared about the chemo, bro?
Yeah. Cause like until I experienced myself, I always heard just bad things about it. Like, oh, it doesn't help people. It's not really there for you. It's just for the doctors making money, which is true too. But it all depends on your state of mind and how you attack it. Like, I think edibles really helped it out too.
Well, yeah,
because it didn't have oxy and all of this shit. That shit's bad, bro. That's a form of heroin.
Yeah,
like, how are you gonna be taking chemo to benefit you and then take a fucking poison at the same time? Like,
it's kind of weird.
Like, chemo is poison, but it's a poison to attack a certain thing to make it smaller, right? And heroin, like, that's just gonna eat your whole body up, and that's what oxy is.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm not gonna take that.
Yeah. Were you? I mean, you were questioning a lot, obviously. You're kind of questioning, like, why is this the way we do things around here?
Yeah.
Like you said, you benefited from the edible because it brought you almost back to life. Dude.
Yeah. I was able to eat, feel like a form of normal. Yeah, a little bit towards that stage, and yeah, I just recommend edibles, bro. Whoever's going through that shit, if you go through a major operation, obviously you need to take the oxy because you're like spread open, bro. Like, take it for like at least a week or two, whatever. But as soon as you start healing up, get off of that and get edibles, bro.
Yeah, bro, because there has been a lot of cases, you know, where people do get addicted to
that's
medication,
everything.
bro.
Yeah.
And that's crazy how you only took it for a week.
But you made that decision because, like you said, I assume you didn't want to be addicted to that.
Nah.
You're willing to go, okay, week, I'm cool. Yeah, I'm going through the withdrawals already, but it's like, nah, there's something that's gonna be better. It's not gonna kill me.
Yeah.
You know, the edibles is bringing me back to life. How long was the chemo, dude? How, like, the process too, like, just, you know, you were at the hospital the whole time with the chemo process?
No. So like,
how does that work?
I had stage 4 cancer, so I had to go for a whole week of just straight chemo every day, and then come home for another week and relax and get my immune system back up, and then go back again for another week, and then take another week off, and then go back again. So it was basically like that for a whole year. It was chemotherapy. And then after that, they're like, okay, it's dead, but it's still there, and it's not active. So we're gonna stop the chemo now, and we're gonna try to bring your immune system back up, and we're gonna do blood tests and all this other stuff on you, just to make sure it doesn't come back, you know, and didn't spread to your blood, because that could also happen too. And that's what sucks about chemotherapy. Sometimes it'll spread to your lungs, your kidneys, or your blood during that transition of you fighting it, because the cancer is trying to fight back.
You become weak.
Yeah.
Your immune system's very low.
I couldn't even leave my house, bro. Like, literally any little thing, like if I were at the movie theaters and I put my hand on the rest, I literally fucking get sick, like bad, just because the germs that are there.
Oh, wow.
I couldn't even open up doors for myself because the handles just hella germs, bro. Damn. They told me straight up, they're like, yeah, you don't touch nothing.
Damn, dude. I didn't know that's how it pretty much worked, but it kind of just deteriorates your immune system.
Yeah.
You're the weakest. You're at your weakest point.
Yeah.
Which is kind of counterintuitive because it's like you said, this chemo's trying to kill
the
thing that's killing you, but it's like, dude, you're going with
you're
it.
Basically
you know?
dying too. Yeah,
that's
a little
crazy,
bit. Yeah.
When was it when like the doctor was saying, okay, it's looking a lot better?
Probably within my almost third year going into it.
Okay.
Yeah, they're like, okay, it's looking good. It's still the same. It's still You've had the same results every time you've came for blood work and all that stuff. So I'm like, all right, that's good. Like,
So it hasn't spread.
nah,
It's just.
it's dead. It's there. It's dead. And then yeah, they're like, okay, we still want you to come in every so many months. So this is like after I just finished chemotherapy, I go in like literally every 3 months for blood work, every 3 months, right? Mm-hmm. Then after that, from the 2.5 year to 3 year period, they're like, okay, now you come in every 6 months. Mm-hmm. Then when I hit the 4th year, they're like, okay, now you come in once a year. And then now it's still once a year too, but they're like, dude, you're good.
Yeah,
They were thinking about even doing another major operation because the lymph node that's still in me that's dead is attached to the main blood vessel. So like we all have a main blood vessel that comes up to your body. It's basically like your main trunk of the tree, right? And all your other blood vessels spread out from that, and it goes straight to your heart and everything else. And this shit's wrapped around it.
Oh,
so
damn.
it's a tricky operation too, because like just one little nick, that's it, bro.
You could puncture the vessel,
you're
right?
dead because it's all your blood's comes from there, and it pumps from there. They can't stop it.
Holy cow!
Yeah,
dude.
so they had to look for a specialist that somewhat knows what they're doing, and that the most knowledgeable one, right? And they found one in UCLA, and they wanted me to meet up with them and talk about like the process and if it's a possibility or if I needed it. And they looked at me and they're like, nah, you don't need it. Like it's not that bad. Like you can do it, but you're basically flipping a coin right now on your life, like, cause it's a crazy operation.
It's damn, bro, that's a lot, because especially I feel like now transitioning to the main thing is like, what did you extract from that process? That the mindset. Obviously, we talked about the mindset. We talked about just the fact that you were almost kind of you're dying, bro.
Yeah.
Like what is something, if you're looking back, it's like very recent, bro.
Yeah.
What's something you kind of took from that experience and kind of just are applying it, like you said, trying to apply in your life? Because like you said earlier, bro, you don't wish this upon anyone.
Oh hell yeah. Nah.
Like what's something like that?
I appreciate like time, just being more assertive now too, and executing what I need to do, and don't be lazy about it, because that's why I feel like I was too lazy about a lot of shit. Like I rapped hella good when I was younger, like obviously when I first started it was trash. My friends at the time, oh, it's cool because they're your friends and they're hyped that you're on shit. But like as I started getting to like my junior, senior year and I graduated, like I was doing good. Like I was getting really good at this rap shit, and then I had obviously the chemo hit, and then I basically did not know how to read anymore. I didn't know how to rap anymore.
Holy
like I was
cow.
so tired, bro. I couldn't think of nothing. So that's also why I wanted to be more knowledgeable, like about people. I was like, bro, we need to look at, like, I don't know nothing about my Mexican heritage. Like, bro, we're not taught nothing. Like we're just taught the narrative. Oh, those are Puerto Ricans, those are Colombians, you're Mexican, Native Americans are up here. We're not taught that we're all basically the same people.
Yeah.
And
yeah, definitely.
We're spread out. I mean, separated and shit.
Yeah.
And
we're the same species.
Yeah.
We're divided in races, but we're the same species.
Yeah.
We have the same thing between the ears, the brain. But yeah, go ahead, keep going.
I started learning all that shit, and then yeah, bro, just being more knowledgeable and realizing like you just be more assertive, and I need to learn more, and then basically it.
Yeah. So right now you mentioned that you couldn't even rap or just write. Not that it
that's
just
what
the
helped
energy.
Me too. It's like reading again, like learning stuff about like that. Like, dude, these were big like university, but I had to pay a lot for these fucking books just to get them right. So that helped me learn how to read again. I taught myself how to read again, and then that knowledge inspired me to like, oh shit, I want to rap. Then I had to reteach myself how to rap. So like what you're hearing now is basically the post of it again, like me teaching myself again how to rap. So if you go back to my music before that, you can hear the difference, bro. Like
you're two different people.
Yeah. Like I'm the same. I can still get there, but it's just to me. Yeah, it's two different people.
Do you kind of explain that to other people too, like or how does that make you feel?
It sucks, but at the same time, it's dope because who else could say that?
Yeah.
I haven't met anyone else that could say that.
Yeah. And it's kind of like you just transform into a new person, a completely new person.
Yeah.
And that's crazy, man.
That's like pretty much saying like, damn, I would have fixed that, and you're already doing it.
Yeah.
Because he's reteaching himself.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's something, I don't know, that's so interesting to me, bro, the whole reteaching yourself. Because how, now, again, I want to talk about like how you got to find the courage to start teaching yourself. Because, bro, I'm gonna be honest. There's people. I'm not sure how I would react. Like I said, I don't know if I've ever getting to experience this. I'm not gonna ever say I'm not. How did you find the courage and actually motivation to do that? Because it could have been easy for you to give up, bro.
Yeah.
You could have. Were you? I'm asking you something very personal. Were you ever, in any point, depressed?
For a little
How
bit.
did you get out of that?
For a little bit, and honestly, you have two choices, bro. You're either gonna give up or you're not. You know?
Yeah,
That's
and
basically
it's
what it is.
that simple.
And
But how did you make that decision, though? How you just kind of...
I just
real with
decided,
yourself?
like, nah, I'm not gonna let this be me.
Mhm.
Like, if I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna go out swinging. I'm not gonna be weak-minded no more. I had my moments where I was depressed here and there, but all right, it's done, bro. You have to get back in it. Like, you're dealing with this. You're gonna fucking lace up your kicks or what, bro? It's game day, basically.
yeah, every
You feel
day.
me? Like, so, like, yeah, that's basically what it was, bro. I only had two choices. Either be depressed about it my whole life and just be stuck and not be motivated to move, or you're gonna keep moving.
Mhm.
And my pops always raised me like, bro, no, you ain't gonna fucking be no punk, bro.
Yeah.
And then football too, keep your legs moving.
Yeah.
Don't stop.
So see how like that's
It's all
exactly,
it's all lessons
kinda-
growing up, yeah.
Mhm.
And that
Kinda
mindset
came
just
together.
stayed with me.
that's crazy, man. Because I just thinking like it could have been so easy to
Yeah,
give
it
up.
could have been
bro.
easy. Could have been easy.
That's the easy way out. Just
Yeah.
give up. And then
I was
what?
even my second roommate too. He's an older dude. He got diagnosed with cancer too, and he told the doctor straight up, "Nah, I'm going home. I'm not gonna do it." And that was basically my third week there, and that really made me pissed to hear, bro. Cause I hear I'm trying to find the motivation like to gather my shit and fight. Then my roommate's over here just saying, "Oh, I don't care if I die, I die." Then he was only here in Cali visiting. He just went into the hospital from his son's wedding, bro. So imagine that you're at your son's wedding and then you feel sick, so you go to the hospital. Literally in the same week, you find out you have cancer, and now your kids have to find out. They just got married, having the time of their life. Now they're just gonna get the information that their dad is diagnosed with cancer, and on top of that, he's not gonna fight.
Dude, that's crazy.
That
bro.
shit pissed me off, bro.
Yeah, because he's not only giving up on himself.
He's
but,
giving
like,
up on them, and they just starting their lives
Yeah.
and like trying to be happy. This is not gonna be a good start, memory. You know, they're always gonna have that now in their history of like when we first got married. Like, fuck, that's when I lost my dad too.
Damn, dude.
But I feel like there's a lot more to that too. Like,
Yeah.
for example, like if I was them, I would be like, damn, dude, like my dad was a fighter. Then all of a sudden, like I'm gonna have kids. They're not gonna have a grandpa no more. you
Yeah,
know?
dude. It's
Like he just gave up.
Yeah.
So instead of like having that good memory of him, they're gonna have that last memory.
yeah, the
Yeah,
last
you know what I
memory.
mean?
And only stories to tell.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's
Damn,
crazy,
bro. Damn, bro.
And
It's
that's
crazy.
also
because-
like, no, I can't do that. That can't be me. That's
Yeah.
also like all these little things, bro.
Yeah.
Would you say it was in you, bro, or you developed that courage? Because I mean,
Honestly, I feel like no one. I don't know. I can't really like. It's basically it comes down to either you're gonna do it or you're not. Because the strongest person can also be the weakest person, depending on the situation. And sometimes the weakest person can be the bravest person. You never know. Like the old story, David versus Goliath. The little dude wasn't supposed to make it, but he made it. You feel me? So it's all depending on how you feel at that moment and how bad you want it.
that's crazy,
Yeah,
bro.
dude.
Because you know, it's the emotions will always kind of dominate your logical senses.
Oh, facts.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's sad. I mean, it's not sad to say. I'm not submitting to it, but it's kind of reality, bro.
Yeah.
It's a mental thing. But it's just I wanted to ask you that, like, how was it taught? Was it in you? Do you feel like it was in you? Like, nah, bro. This decision. I know what decision I want. I'm not gonna lose.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy, man. And it's just you've been through like one of the biggest trials, and you kind of just like I'm very just astounded at the fact that you just like retaught yourself and had the courage to like, nah, bro.
Bro, I shit behind myself too. Like when I go back and listen to the songs just right before, I'm like, whoa, bro. Like I even made this one song called "Once You're Gone," and the whole hook is like, "Once you're gone, I'm still be here on the radio." Yeah, right there. People were saying my words. I can see it clear. That's why in this world, it's only God I fear. It's like basically saying, bro, if I were gone, it's good because like my song is still gonna be there. You're gonna feel me and da da da. And that was like months before I found out I had cancer. So that shit, every time I hear it, it's like,
you
bro,
trip
like,
yourself out, huh?
yeah, it's like, did my mind already know psychologically? Like, I didn't know, but something in me knew, or you know how people think like that. It's like,
yeah, they connect things, coincidence,
It's
bias.
the coincidence is just weird, bro. It's how
It makes
is.
you think, though. That's the thing, bro. It makes you think.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
you're kind of you're searching for answers.
Yeah, definitely. Shit,
Damn,
trip.
bro. That's
So would you say you ever had like a spiritual moment, like going through this?
Yeah, definitely, bro.
Right.
Yeah, like when I had those dreams and shit from tripping out.
But other than that, because that was like your body fighting itself, right? Like the chemo was fighting it. But other than that, like, did you ever have any other type of like, I don't want to say paranormal, but like,
Yeah,
awakening?
that's where it came from, bro.
Yeah.
Like right there, yeah. Like I had these dreams, bro, that like people came to me and it was so vivid. I still remember the details to this day. That's why I'm like, bro, that was like a psychedelic trip. Like, it's a trip. And then on top of that, like, bro, it sounds hella crazy, but yeah, like,
say
trip,
it,
bro. Like,
say
It's
it.
expressive, you just say it all.
yeah, like after that, like I got good and shit, and like I was always taught like oh, psychedelics are bad and shit like that. And I actually tried shrooms and acid, bro. And when I did that, I knew like, okay, like, bro, this music's just for me. Like, I know why. I remember why I want to do it.
You had your
It
realization.
literally came to front again, like really right in front of me. I was like, okay. And then the visions, the view I want to portray, how I want to execute the shit, it was just all there. And I already knew I wanted it and how I wanted it, but I didn't really know how bad I wanted it. It's a trip, bro. And that's why I always say like that whole experience of chemo is like psychedelics, because it's exactly the same shit. It was a trip. The dreams and everything were fucking crazy, bro.
That's crazy, dude. That's really crazy because you had this like realization. Like you said, it came to front again.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you were facing your fears at the same time?
Yeah.
Or what was it? Yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Explain that, bro. Because I only know about psychedelics, how they kind of work, but you had this subjective experience.
It's all a frame of what you're going through in life at that moment.
Is that how you could explain it?
Yeah, that's like, because it's different for everybody. If you're
Yeah.
scared and you go into it scared, like, it's not going to be good, bro. Just don't do it, because you're just already tripping yourself out.
Mm-hmm.
But if you go in, like, at an open moment, which was good for me, because I just beat cancer. I'm at a positive place in my life now, because I just beat that shit. I'm in a ride of all positivity. So it was a perfect fucking time for me to do that, which worked out. So everything, that whole trip, everything was just like, bro, that's all positive. The vision was straight, no negative, no demons in my life.
Because you faced them.
Yeah, because I already faced it. I had nothing else to fear.
Yeah. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah. It's like basically, I could have been dead already. Like, if I'm gonna die, whatever, I already know how it's gonna go.
Yeah.
Like, I've been there, so.
Yeah, you saw it face to face.
Yeah.
Damn, bro. Is there anything you want to add, bro? I'm like at a loss of words because it's an intense experience, bro.
Oh, fuck yeah, bro.
Overall. Damn, bro. I appreciate you. I appreciate you explaining that and kind of going in depth, bro, and just explaining it. Because I'm not sure if you explain it to other people or like if people even know that from you. Because before we started rolling too, you said you've known people that had this, but you never knew.
Yeah, they never knew. As soon as they found out I had cancer, they're reaching out to me left and right. My friends, uncles, aunts. Oh, I had it a brain tumor, all this other shit. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
I've seen you guys all the time, and I couldn't even tell that you're going through that.
It's crazy.
And they told me straight up, like, it's not made for everybody, bro. Like, not everyone's gonna make it through, because you're just not psychologically there. It's all about you. Sometimes what's the worst part is you giving up already. Once you give up already, that's it. You lost.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that shit just cheered me out, bro.
Is there anything you want to just finish off?
What advice do you have, dude, for like anyone that just started going through and they just found out? Like, what would you suggest? Like, how to take it, how to deal with it?
The medicine for cancer right now is only getting better right now in the time that we're living in right now. And it's only getting better because, like, technology, everything is just developing on a constant cycle. So if you're going to go through it, it's all, your brain is like the top of the tree, bro. And your mind state is gonna feed off to the rest of your body. The rest of your body is the roots, your spine and everything. So your psychological mind state feeds the rest of your body. So if you give up, you're already lost. You stay positive, you're like, fuck that, I'm gonna go out swinging. You might not win, but at the end of the day, you're not losing.
So it was
In
worth
spirit,
it. It was
for
worth
me?
the effort.
No, yeah.
Yeah, it was worth it, bro. Like, I don't recommend going through it at all, but like, bro,
If they have to go through it, what do you?
just
To
fight.
everybody,
Just fight, bro.
just
Don't
fight
give
it.
up. Stay positive. And the rest of the people around you are going to be sad too, because which they should. They're seeing a strong person not be strong no more, that they're weakest. But let them have that vibe. Bring the happiness, stay positive, and because you got to carry your family just as much, because they're not going through it, but they're going through it.
Mhm.
You feel me?
Mm.
So like, yeah, that's basically just don't give up. It's not you haven't lost.
Mm-hmm.
So, because you make music, do you talk about it in your music? Do you plan to talk about it in your
I
music?
plan on doing it. It's just a different style though. Cause like I do not just hyphy or mob music. I do soulful, hip hop, lyrical stuff. Cause like I just told you who I like. Like they're all rappers,
And
bro.
a
Like
lot of them do just deliver that message.
Yeah,
Nas delivers a message.
yeah.
Tupac delivers a message. What's your favorite Tupac song?
hit 'em up,
Okay.
get everybody alive, bro.
Yeah. No, definitely, bro.
So fast forward a little bit to like the people listening to this, like, where can they find you?
Yeah.
You know, what do you do? What do you plan to do in the next couple of years coming? I mean, you know.
You
Say
can
whatever
find
you
me on
wanna say.
Young Pancho. Spelled a little different. But
Yeah, I was saying spell it out because I was looking
Yeah.
for you and I was trying to
They could
find
just look you up as RAZ the Cloud Surfer. Like, they'll come up.
yeah. You can
Yeah.
also look me up as Ross Cloud
Mhm.
Surfer, so that might be easier too.
Yeah.
RAZ Cloud Surfer all together, mashed in one.
Okay.
And then I'm planning on because I got a lot of other friends. Like all my friends are artists, bro. Like I got photographer friends. I got video editing friends. I have friends that make beats,
Mhm.
and we all are just trying to get to the same point in life,
Mhm.
but we don't have. At the time, we were all separated, trying to make it our own.
Mhm.
And I was just like, why are we doing that? We all can come together, benefit on each other,
Mhm.
and just let's all do it. So that's basically what we're trying to do now. We're gonna also do the music thing. We're also gonna do photography, and we're also gonna do videos for other people too if they want it. So that's
Oh,
basically
yeah.
it.
Like a collab.
Yeah, it's all collab,
It's
the whole
dope,
team,
man.
whole team.
Creative collab.
So that being said, I know a lot of artists when they were barely starting up, they're doing things that they did it all for free. They didn't ask for pay me money for the beat or pay me for this or that. Is that how you guys are doing, or are you guys actually compensating each other?
Oh, with us, when we come together, it's all let's
It's
just
all like-
make dope art.
Mhm.
But
There's
when
no
we're
money
when we got
involved.
other people outside of the crew, like let's try to make some money. Like we don't ask like for hella, like because we gotta get content first to make
Mhm.
draw people to want to work with us.
Yeah.
But everybody
Yeah,
that
like
works with me,
portfolio,
bro,
right?
they make dope.
Your
artwork,
content's really
bro.
cool, bro. Your Instagram
That's
content.
kinda-
It's
Their
very
photography
different.
is
That's what
dope,
it
bro.
speaks for itself.
Yeah.
So did you have to pay for that, or was all just everyone just?
No, that's my friends, bro. That's we're all they're just
Style,
helping me and I'm
yeah.
helping them. And then
Yeah.
like if anybody else want to, like I said, like we'll charge a little bit, but it's not gonna be an arm and a leg.
Yeah, because I know there's people, they're starting to make beats or they do this and that, and they're always like, pay me for this. I have
Mhm.
this, but you gotta buy it from me.
Yeah.
And a lot of people get turned off, and they're like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially when the content ain't that good.
Yeah, so it's like,
Gotta build your portfolio.
so they
first.
stifle themselves almost, like they're like, well, I want you to pay for, my service, but it's like, you gotta have a name first.
Which don't get me wrong, I feel like everyone should get compensated for their art because that's basically the goal, right?
Mhm.
It's just it's just like us though. We just feed each other. Always try to create more art and always have some dope shit coming out just to draw people to us,
Just to stand out
Yeah,
from, from everyone else.
Dope, man. Yeah, dude. I think that's enough. That's our time for today, bro. And I once again, I appreciate your time. I appreciate your openness, bro. Your vulnerability. We talked a lot about music, your cancer, how that's helped you, your mindset, everything, bro. One last message to anybody
Any
listening?
upcoming projects, anything to look out for?
Yeah, watch out for my new EP that I'm working on, Likely Death Row. That shit's in the works.
Mhm.
And shout out to all my people. Stay positive.
Awesome, bro.
Love one another.
Yeah. No, man. There you guys have it. Another successful heist. This was a good one, and thanks for being here, bro.
Thanks, bro.
Appreciate it, man. It won't be the last time. There you guys have it, guys, and keep striving.
That's a wrap.